Sylvia Groves here from Governance Studio. We're looking at fiercely practical steps you can take to create some great board minutes. This is session 12 in our series, and I promise to review the cycle of board minutes. We started off looking at the minutes. Now we're going to talk about how they get approved, and that will bring us right back to the beginning of everything once again. So as usual, it's easier, I think, to be able to show you some of these things than just listen to me talking. So here we go into my DiliTrust board portal, and I'm going to go here under the meetings tab. And you'll see here that there's a space for 2023. The minutes we're looking at are actually in 2022, and the minutes we're reviewing are from this May board meeting. But of course, the minutes aren't prepared instantaneously and included there. So I'm actually going to go and look at the August agenda. That was the next meeting. I'm going to click on that, and when I do that, I bring up all the information about the August meeting. And in this August meeting, we're going to find very close to the top these minutes for May. And I'm going to go ahead and open those up with a single click. Really easy to navigate. In the previous sessions of this series, we've gone through this set of minutes from top to bottom, and we're now at the very end. Last session, we talked about terminating your meeting, not adjourning it. So if you don't know what that's about, see if you can take a look at that last session and check it out. There's a couple of things I want to talk to you about, though. So the process for approving minutes. So you have a meeting. We had a meeting in May. The minutes get written up in the interim, they get comments, probably the board chair reviews them, and then at some point they go into the package for the next meeting, the August meeting, and they're there for approval. So the board is being asked to read them, and then they're going to be asked to pass a resolution that is approving these minutes. Well, as soon as that approval has happened, I like to work to get the minutes signed off. And I know there are some organizations out there that don't use signatures on their minutes. It's absolutely a best practice, because what it does is it proves to me, and if it ever comes to court for whatever reason, it proves to the court that this is the set of minutes that got approved by the board. It's not some other set. This isn't a draft. This is the final set. And you'll see down here that I have not one, but two signature lines. And I just want to go back and talk a little bit about who's signing these minutes. So again, best practice is to have two signature lines, not just one. And that includes the chair of the meeting. So if we go up here, we will see that Darla Drake is the chair of the May meeting. So once the approval happens in this August agenda, I would send these off to Darla for signature. Now, the signatures can be hard copy, they can be paper, you can use DocuSign, you can use Adobe, whatever kind of digital signatures you have, that is possible as well. So I would send it off to Darla. And then we'll look here too, my name is showing there as recording secretary. And what that means is I'm not the secretary of this organization. They either have an appointed one or that person is not available for this meeting. So I'm just the recording secretary. And I use that exact same wording down here. And what this does, having the board chair and myself, in this case, the recording secretary, sign off, it shows that the person that led the meeting and the person who was responsible for taking the minutes at the meeting are the ones that have signed off and basically certified that this, in fact, is the set of minutes that was approved by the board. So you want to bring that full circle always. And once the approval happens, you want to go ahead and get those meetings signed off. So again, we'll go back to the agenda here just to make it really clear. And you'll see review and approve minutes of the meeting held on May 10th. So in the August meeting, they're going to say, yes, these minutes are approved, and then I'm going to go ahead and send them out for signatures. Now, if I'm recording secretary, often I'll sign them myself first and then pass it along to the chair, just so the chair knows that I've checked and made sure that the right ones are going out. So hopefully that helps you. And again, now there's going to be new minutes that have to be created for August that are going to go to the next meeting for approval. And the circle of minutes continues again and again. So I hope you've enjoyed this series, this writing great minutes, fiercely practical advice. I hope you've gotten lots of tips and tricks. If you haven't had a chance to see the earlier sessions, see where you can find those and go in and check them out. Again, I walk you from top to bottom through a set of minutes, sharing some of my best practices, my insights, the way I figure out how to get the right level of detail, all of those really important factors to doing really great board minutes that are really going to support and protect your organization and your directors. So I very much hope you've enjoyed the series. Thank you very much for participating. And although I'm not going to see you again very shortly, or maybe I will, in the meantime, happy minutes.